Hi, my name is Harry Archer, and I am a consultant at the Colorado School of Mines Writing Center.
Elevator pitches are typically associated with moments where we are required to advocate for ourselves in a job-seeking setting. But elevator pitches exist in other settings too. This form of speech-making can be defined as a complex and persuasive account of an idea or a person delivered in the time it takes for an elevator ride to be completed. Of course, elevator pitches may be delivered in any setting. The audience for your elevator pitch will be any stakeholder that might satisfy your persuasive objective. In that sense, an elevator pitch exists as a stable, rehearsed speech that you can perform at a moment's notice for any interested party. The pitch is typically delivered to individuals from the academy, industry, or both. In a job-seeking elevator pitch, quickly convey who you are, the scope of your work, and the contribution that you are proposing. If you are pitching an idea to an audience already familiar with you, shift more of your focus to the contribution. Determine what is absolutely essential for your pitch. There is no room in this genre of speaking for any unnecessary details. Create content that can remain stable across different audiences. This is a speech that will be a rehearsed 3 minutes that you can perform in almost any context. Consult our accompanying exercise sheet for more ideas and examples. Once you have some talking points established, select a method of sequencing that will make sense and be memorable to both you and the audience. Primacy is the principle of placing the most important or takeaway information first, assuming that people listen most effectively at the beginning of a speech. Recency, in contrast, is the principle that audiences only remember the last items they heard in a speech, suggesting that the most important information should be delivered last. A chronological sequence places all of your talking points within a familiar sequence of time, such as a beginning, a middle, and an end, or the past, present, and future. This sequence leverages our tendency to make sense of information in the terms of a story. A spatial sequence uses an organizing metaphor of a familiar space or place to divide up talking points. This spatial principle is found in classical mnemonic devices and may still be used for a memorable elevator pitch. Perhaps a topical sequence will be effective where you place 3 theoretical concepts alongside each other with supporting evidence from your work. A problem-solution organization works particularly well for the academic job market. In this organization, create a hook, offer your solution, and elaborate on the significance. Nonverbal communication plays an important role in your elevator pitch moment. Just like in an interview, a successful candidate plays the role desired by the interviewers. This includes looking the part. In other words, when pitching yourself for a job when still working for a degree, avoid appearing like a student, both in terms of dress and mannerisms. An elevator pitch can be successful in the moment, but without the exchange of contact information, your hard work could be lost. If in an academic conference setting or an industry convention, make sure to provide your information with a well-designed business card, and if possible, obtain the information of your audience members. Finally, if you are linking to resources online, make sure these pages are kept up to date and relevant. Stale information regarding your work will give people the wrong impression about who you are today. In sum, give your elevator pitch the best chance of success by carefully selecting and sequencing your talking points and accompanying your speechcraft with careful attention to the nonverbal elements of each exchange.